Hello crafters, I'm Jan B and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I'm going to show you how I made this little thank you gift with a coordinating thank you card. This one I've used the Tropical Escape 6 inches by 6 inches designer series paper, and I've also done one here where I've used the Share What You Love designer series paper. And the one that I'm going to do now for the video is going to be in Tranquil textures. Okay, this one was Blushing Bride, this one was So Saffron, and this one's going to be Balmy Blue. So I will give you all the card pieces to begin with, and for the card I've used one of our little note cards which measure 3.5 by 5 inches. And the card pieces that you're going to need are, you want 4 squares that measure 1.25 inches, and you want 4 squares of Balmy Blue which measure 1 3/8 inches. I was very lucky because I've still got the square punches that Stampin' Up used to sell, so that makes my life really nice and easy because I can just punch those out rather than having to cut them. You'll also need a piece of Whisper White which measures 3 1/8 inches by 3 1/8 inches, which is 8 by 8 centimeters. Sorry, these in metric, they are 3.2 centimeters square, and they are 3.5 centimeters square. And then you need a piece of Whisper White and a piece of Balmy Blue, both that measure approximately 3 inches by 2 inches, which is 5 by 7.5 centimeters. So that's for the thank you card. And then for the little thank you gift, which there's a tea bag in there, the designer series paper that measures 5 inches by 5 inches, which is 12.7 by 12.7. Again, you need a piece of Whisper White and a piece of Balmy Blue, which measure 2 inches by 3 inches each, which is 5 by 7.5 centimeters. And then you will need a strip of Whisper White which measures approximately 5/8 inches wide by 7 inches. I think mine is nearly 3/4 of an inch, which is 1.4 by 17.8 centimeters. And that's it. So I'm going to do the stamping first, and there's only 2 little bits, and that's for these 2, which is for the thank you, and the thank you is from the Love What You Do stamp set. There's this one here, and I'm using the Balmy Blue ink. Lovely, beautiful colour. That's it. When our new annual catalogue came out, I bought the new chamois, but I haven't actually been using it. So I have now started, and I was watching a video by Lisa Curcio recently, and she gave 2 very good tips about this. And the first one was, she always cleans her stamps first of all, as soon as possible, but equally before she actually cleans it, she stamps off on a piece of paper. And the reason she does that is so that it doesn't make the chamois too dirty too quickly. And I have to say, I've been using this nearly all week, and I've stamped off first, and I'm really pleased with what that looks like. So many thanks for that tip, Lisa. brilliant idea. Right, so what I am going to need, that's die cutting, that's embossing, and that's die cutting. So I'm going to get my Big Shot up first. Let's move my drink over there. I got a glass of cream soda. It used to be my favourite when I was a child. Still like it. Some things never change, do they? Right, I am using the normal Big Shot platform and 2 cutting mats. The embossing folder I'm using is the Petal Burst, and I'm using this piece here, which is the piece that is going to be going at the back behind our squares. Just pop that in. 2 cutting mats. Right, I'm going to move that platform out of the way because I won't need that for cutting. But let's just take this out, okay? That is really lovely. And then I'll bring my magnetic platform in. And I need that and that. And I am going to be using the No.2 stitched shape oval die for the thank you, and I'm using No.3 on the scalloped layering circles, ovals rather. Okay, so there's that one and that one. I'll just tip it up so that I can see that it is straight. And I'll just crank that through. If you find your die starts getting rather stiff like that, I find that if I run it through the Big Shot next time that I use it with some wax paper, it really does help to loosen it up. I know this is the next time, but I don't have any wax paper handy. But I will remember, and it will make it much, much easier again. Right, so this is the second ones. There we go. That one came out a lot easier. Not easy, but just a lot easier. Alright, so that's finished with my Big Shot. So I'll do the card first, and then I'll move on to the little tea bag holder. Let me just straighten myself up here. Looks as if I've been in the wars. Right, so what I'm going to use is my little silicone mat, and I'm going to put these on with Tombow. You could use snail. That's about it, I think, for us, isn't it? As you know, I do prefer Tombow. This is a lovely pattern on the back, isn't it? That would make a really, really nice background paper. But then it's a shame to cover up the patterned side of it. In case you don't follow my blog, and you're not on my newsletter email group, today I started a buy one get one free event, and I've put on my website over 200 retired products that you can choose from, and whatever value they come to, you need to place an order on my website for that, and I will send you the retired products free, so you get twice the value. You pay for what you get on the website, and I will send you the freebies that you've chosen. All the details are on my website, so you can understand how it works. It's really very easy, very straightforward. But it's only running from today. In fact, today is Saturday that I'm making the video. You'll be seeing this going live tomorrow on Sunday, but it's only going to be running until the 30th of August. So if you see something that you like, or you need to place an order, don't waste time. And also you'll be placing your order during the time that Stampin' Up are offering a £4.50 coupon for every £45 you spend. So you win, win, win. Now I'm going to adhere these onto here. Now for this one, obviously there's no right or wrong way, but I do find it easier if I just place my squares on here so that I have an idea where I'm going to put them. I did try one of these when I didn't actually do this bit first, and I was way out. Probably all part of me not being able to see straight lines. Right, so now I've got that there, I'll take the first one. This was, yes, I was just having a look to make sure I didn't do dimensionals on this. And I didn't, but I did use dimensionals to put that one onto the actual card. Okay, so I can get this one on there, making sure that that and that is equal, but still keep these in place. There we go. And that one should fit in together really nicely. There we go. That definitely didn't happen like that when I did it without actually laying the squares on there first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that onto there with dimensionals. And here I am using the regular size. Oh, I've left my phone in here somewhere. Sorry about that. Just hope it doesn't ring. I normally bury it in the other room, so if it does ring, I can ignore it quite easily. Right, now again, I'm just doing this so that it's centered. I think that looks straight. Okay, so next I want to put this on, but what I'm going to do with this, I used 2 regular size and 2 small sizes. But I'm not going to stick them on just yet, because this little bow that I have here, I have actually punched 2 holes there and just tied that into a double knot. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I used a 1/8 of an inch handheld circle punch, and somewhere I have pencil here. Yes, here we go. No, it's not, that's a pen. Oh, there it is. Right. So I just pop that there where I want that to go, and I want my faux bow, shall we call that, the knot, I want it to be level about centre, so I'll just do one there and one there. That's why I'm going to punch the holes, and I use my hole punch so that I can see the actual bit that's punching the hole. There's that one, and then on to that one. Try and get them straight, but they're invariably not. Ooh, not bad. And the ribbon I'm using is a retired one, but it is a Stampin' Up one. So any white ribbon you have, or if you want to do a balmy blue with that. So let me just cut off a length of this. And I threadle one end through and then push it back through the other side. And then I make sure that I have my ribbon flat. Okay, have a look over there. Yeah, I mean it's scrunched up, but it's not twisted. So what I'm going to do now is tie this into a double knot. And pull it tight, but not too tight, because you obviously don't want to tear your cardstock underneath. And then I cut these quite short. In fact, I could have cut the ribbon quite a bit shorter. That was really very wasteful. Okay, so there's the little bow. Now I'm going to put my thank you on. Oh dear. If you find you have trouble getting the backings on off, just put your thumbnail on the paper. It makes it go down in the centre and up at the sides. I'm going to make that go underneath my bow, and then hopefully that's straight. Yes, that's straight. And I try and do it so that's all in a line down there. Okay, so that's my card done. Pop that there. Now I'm going to bring my envelope punch board in, which I seem to have been using quite a lot recently. Right, this is my 5 inches by 5 inches. Yes. I'm double checking because earlier I made a mistake. Forgot to cut my paper down. I used 6 by 6. It was not the shape I was looking for. Right, okay, so line up at 2 3/8, punch and score, turn it, line the pointer up with the score line, punch score, turn it, make your pointer line up with the score line, punch and score, and then round to the last one, line up the pointer with the scored line, punch and score. So you should have 4 all the way round. I'm going to just round my corner. Oh, I didn't do that one very well, did I? Oh, that's better. There we go. So that's all we need the envelope punch board for. Now I'm just going to fold over on my 4 score lines. I'm not creasing them down. The tea bag that's going to go in there is obviously not totally flat, so I don't want my bag totally flat, or my pouch rather. Now one side is longer than the other, so I've got the long side there, that's the horizontal side, okay, and this flap here I'm going to put 2 pieces of red sticky strip. Tear and tape will probably work very well with this as well. I just don't feel inclined to use Tombow because it's going on such a small area. It would be very easy to allow it to leak onto the inside. How frustrating to give one to somebody you're saying thank you to and they can't take the tea bag out because it's all stuck in there. And the tea bags I'm using, we actually bought when we were in Las Vegas recently. We do take our own tea bags with us when we're travelling, but we ran out, so we bought some US. I don't think we actually looked on the box to see where they came from, but it's very nice tea. Right, so I'm just going to fold these over. I'm not trying to flatten it down, and I'm not trying to flatten that down. So as you can see, that's got quite a nice little bulbous bit in there, okay, and that's what I need. So just make sure that's stuck down. And these are the tea bags we bought, English breakfast. It's really lovely. So that goes in there, that goes over like that, and to seal it I use a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I fold it over loosely. Again, I don't need this to go too tight, otherwise it won't slide on and off. So that's okay like that. I'm just going to make sure it is folding straight. I don't mind if it's got a hard crease in there, as long as I've not pulled it tight while it's round the bag there. Right, so that needs to be adhered down. So I'm going to do it so that the joint is up here, not down here. So I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow at the top here. Okay, not too much. And then I'm going to put more down at the bottom here. And then I know that this one's stuck at the edge and that one's stuck at the edge. It may not be stuck in the middle, but as long as the 2 edges are, that's fine. Right, now I'm not going to push this tight. Okay. That's not quite straight, so just slide it in. Okay, so can you see how that's quite loose there? Now it's not going to be loose enough to slide off, but it's loose enough to be able to take it off. Right, what I did with the ribbon, this would look really nice if I had some Balmy Blue ribbon, but I don't. So I'm just going to wrap that around there, bring it up to the top, and then I'm going to tie this into a double knot as well. Make sure you keep it over your cardstock. And then a double knot again. You will see that it keeps trying to come off of the band that you've put on there. Right, so bring that one back, that one over there. All the time I'm holding down on the knot. Now I'm going to change fingers and pull tight. There we go. Now I'm going to cut that one off as well. This one I won't do quite so small. Now, fortunately it stayed on the, oops, nearly. See what I mean? It really does try and come off of the cardstock. There we go, that's better. Right, now because you can see the join there, we want to cover that up, so we'll do that with our sentiment. There we go. And to adhere this on, I am going to move my ribbon out of the way there. I'm just going to put some glue either side of the ribbon, and then I'm going to put some on the ribbon. Okay, you can see that. And then I'm going to slide this on, making sure I go up the right way. But once it's on, I'm not going to move it because it will have glue on it, and if I move it, it's going to come over here or there. Okay, so all I need to do to finish off is to add some pearls. Now I don't know whether you noticed, but on here I've done them in two different ways. On this one I used 3 large ones, and this one I used 2 small and 1 large. And I have to say I prefer the 1 large and 2 small, so that's what I'm going to do on here. So that's 1 in the centre and 1 in the centre there, and then 2 small ones, 1 either side. Okay, there's that one, and just these 2. There we go. So there we go, that's today's project. I hope you like it, I hope you give it a try. Let me just bring the others in so you can see those as well. Okay, all 3 on the screen there for you to see, I think so. So many thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the box below the video. I'm always very happy to help you. If you'd like to purchase any of the products that I featured here today, apart from the tea bags of course, we do have white ribbon, and I'll put the details of that in the box below, but we don't have this particular one. I'll also put all the measurements that you need and the score lines on the envelope punch board that you'll need as well. If you've enjoyed my video and would like to be notified each time I upload a new one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button, and if you've enjoyed this and would like to give me a thumbs up, that's always very much appreciated. And finally, don't forget, I am running a buy one get one free until the 30th of August, so please pop over to my blog and you'll find all the information over there. There's over 200 products for you to choose from of my retired products over there. And my website is www.janvcards.com. Many thanks for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting. Cheerio.